Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing another Valentine's Day makeup tutorial using the Morphe 35B palette. This video is going to be a special tutorial because it is a collaboration with the beautiful Angeline Rodriguez here on YouTube. She is one of the first friends that I have made here on YouTube and has been super supportive of me ever since. So we decided to collaborate together and bring to you guys two different looks that are date night and nighttime appropriate for Valentine's Day. I will leave all of her information as well as the link to her video down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. And also don't forget to subscribe to her channel as well. So first I applied a vanilla shade to the crease, which is going to act as our transition in order to help our shadows blend a little bit more since we are using color today. And then I am building the lightest purple in the palette up in the crease as well as on the outer portion of my lid. Now I'm going in with the mid-toned purple and applying it on the outer part of my lid as well, and also trying to flick it out that way to make a wing shape with the shadow. And I am using the e.l.f. blending brush to do this. Colorful shadows are a lot harder to work with just because they're so different from our skin tones, so we want to build the shadow only a little bit at a time. Doing this is going to make it easier to blend out the shadow and is going to give you a lot more control over the opacity that you want. So after applying the mid-toned purple, I'm just going back in with the e.l.f. blending brush just to further blend out the harsh edges that we see in our crease. And then we are going in with the darkest purple shadow in the palette. The brush that I'm using is from the Shadow Couture palette from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. It is dual-ended, so one side it has a pencil brush, the other side it has a shader brush. Using the pencil side of the dual-ended brush, I applied the darkest purple shadow in a C-like motion on the outer portion of my eye. So I applied it a little bit on the outer part of the crease, brought it around on the outer part of my eye, and then on top of the outer portion of the upper lash line as well. And you see me again going back in with the e.l.f. blending brush to further blend out that shadow. We are going to do a lot of blending today in this makeup tutorial just because, like I said before, colorful shadows are a lot harder to work with and it requires a lot of blending. For the lid color today, we are going in the shimmery brown in the palette. It has a maroon undertone, and we are using the Sonia Kashuk number 110 concealer brush to pack it on top of the lid. Because this brush is flat and it does have synthetic bristles, it is going to pack on the most amount of color on top of our lid, which is what we want. And then I am going back in with the Urban Decay blending brush just to blend out any harsh edges. Now I am going in the matte white eyeshadow in the palette and using it as a brow bone highlight. I am using the shader portion of the Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush just to pack on that color, and then we're going back in with the blending brush to further blend it out. Next we are going to go in with my Holy Grail concealer that I have talked about so much here on my channel. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, completely full coverage and blends out like a dream. So first I like to apply it in an upside down triangular motion underneath my eyes, and I like to pat out the product as much as I can with my fingers to further maximize the coverage that it provides, and then I blend out all of the excess product with my beauty blender. I also like to use this concealer as a highlighter as well, which is why you see me applying it above the cupid's bow, on the chin, and on my forehead. I avoid applying it to the bridge of my nose just because I do not wish to bring the bridge of my nose forward, but if you like highlighting on your nose, then go ahead and apply the concealer there as well. Next, we're applying Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder with our damp beauty blender all over the areas where we just applied that highlighting concealer, and then we're going in to Kat Von D's Shade and Light contour palette and going in with the warmest shade from the palette called Shadow Play and applying it on the perimeters of our face, so on our cheeks, on the edges of our forehead, as well as underneath our jawbone. You can use the contour powders from the Shadow Couture palette, but I really wanted to kind of switch things up today. So now I'm using NYX's HD Blush in the shade Taupe. This is a very affordable option for anyone who cannot find a proper contour powder from the drugstore. This shade is perfect for contouring. So now I am going in with one of NYX's new ombre blushes. This one is in the shade Strictly Chic and applying it to the cheeks. And then you saw me blend out all of my cheek products with the e.l.f. powder brush just to make them flow seamlessly together. Now we're going in with Becca and Jaclyn Hill's highlighter in Champagne Pop, applying it to the upper portions of our cheekbones and kind of bringing it all the way up to our temples. Next, I am lining my bottom waterline with Jordana's Easy Liner in Jet Black. I really wanted this look to be very dark and smoky, so I am applying it very loosely on the lower lash line to make it easy to smudge out. And then I am further blending out the product with the lightest purple shade in the Morphe palette. After smudging out the lower lash line, we're going back in with the matte white eyeshadow and packing it onto our inner corner to brighten up the eyes. We are going to go back in with the brown maroon shadow and repacking it onto our lid just in case we blended out some of the product before. We are going to line our upper lash line today with NYC's Black Liquid Liner. I have tried other black liquid liners and none of them compare to NYC's. I would say this is definitely my holy grail because it is so inexpensive and so high quality. So now I'm going in with Marc Jacobs mascara. I'm really liking this after trying it out for a few weeks, but I really like to save it for any special events since it is so expensive. I decided to apply my lashes today off camera, and then I went in with Gerard Cosmetics Supreme Lip Cream in Angel Cake. As you can see, this is a very pale peachy pink shade, but I think it goes perfectly with this purple smoky eye. Okay guys, so that will complete this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I think it is perfect for Valentine's Day if you decide to go out with your loved one. Don't forget to head on over to Angeline's makeup tutorial and check out her channel as well. If you are here from her channel, then thank you so much for coming over and stopping by. I hope you guys are here to stay. Make sure to like and subscribe so you are notified for any future tutorials, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.